What's up, guys? Max here, and today we're going to be doing a rank up level up of a relic. Now, as it sits, I was fortunate enough to have some of the class catalysts from AQ kind of line up. It took a couple of shots of RNG, and now we have enough to take up this relic up to rank 3. We're going to be taking a look at what relic that is, my relic inventory, and we're going to do some testing on what that relic produces and what those numbers are looking like before and after the rank up. Okay, so not much is known as it sits right now for relics, their potential, besides the fact that they're needed for prestige. I think right now as it sits, we all know relics are important for prestige, and other than that, they become a helpful asset when it comes to battlegrounds, as to be able to get an additional combo inside at very high levels of damage. Whether that's a thing that is supposed to happen, I don't even know if we have clarification on that. But for now, we know prestige is needed, and it's through relics, and it currently is, since 6 stars look to be really far out, like in 3 to 6 months of next year, but not so much at the moment. Of course, we have the banquet event, and if you're going to be going all out on the banquet event, and you're going to be one of the few that are going to be in the top 30, we're going to have 30 players out there that are going to be enjoying a 6-star relic on top of the ones that maybe have some already. So prestige is going to get moved by relics as the way it sits now. So let's go into the game, take a look at what my options, my inventory, and like I said, what we have to work with. So here is my inventory of my relics as it sits. Like I said, I have well, as you can see, we have quite a few 5-star relics, some 4 stars. Just was able to get another 5-star right now, and that's that vision that is not binded to any of my champion at the moment, just because now I really want to see what champion I'm going to be leveling up, ranking up, or it's going to be added to my deck. So there's no real need for it to be just attached, because it's expensive to unattach and bind and rebind, and just testing is really expensive for relics right now. I've gotten to the point where I'm spending 100 units, 200, 300 units just to test a relic and the potential that it has with the champion. And let me share you with you. I've spent enough units already, well below maybe close to 1,000 units in testing in relics, and it does add that just a slight little benefit. And again, the benefit is not really noticeable right now, but that's kind of why I want to do this. I want to take this Thor relic up to rank 3. I want to see what the difference besides prestige. So we're going to be looking at prestige right now. My current prestige is sitting at 514 when it comes to the relics, giving me my ultimate prestige at 16,483. But with this relic being ranked up, you see the number at 652. We're going to see what that number does. But before we do that, let's also jump into the stats. So currently, the rune that I'm actually using at the moment says gains a fury buff, granting non-stacking vigor, passive, increasing damage dealt to the opponent from all sources by 2.40% for 6 seconds. It also says when gaining an indefinite fury buff, replaces the vigor passive with a vigor buff, increasing damage dealt by the opponent from all sources by 6.74 for 12 seconds. Now, that's one rune, and we have a second one, which is the armor up. I'm not using the armor up, but I am using the fury one. So the second option that we have that I've basically attached is the fury buff potency. So how hard my fury is hitting. Currently sitting at 2.9%, very close to 3%. I don't see this. We're going to see the stats that it does when it goes up. Also, the precision potency is going to be 2.9, and armor probably the same, at 2.9. Okay, so we currently have it active with Fury. Okay, the champion I have it binded to, there's tons of other champions you can actually use, but part of my testing was it to bind it to Cersei, because I wanted to kind of like just get that extra damage on her, because she's currently rank 3, and I was considering as a rank 4 option for Cersei. Of course, you can bind this to other champions, rank 4 champions ideally, just to do more damage, specifically Hulkling right now with all those fury buffs, and he launch a special 2, that thing is going to do some damage. But I felt that Hulkling already hits hard as it is as a rank 4 champion in my deck, and I felt like, hey, maybe I attach it to Cersei. Maybe she becomes a little bit more of an option. But I'll share with you guys on a stream what my end up results ended up being when it comes to that. It's not the way I had it pictured in my head at all. But let's go ahead and actually go ahead and level up this or rank up this relic. Like I was saying, I have the resources to do so. So let's go ahead and do the rank up. So how do we do the rank up? Okay, interesting note. So right now, I'm seeing here it says the relic cannot be upgraded or touched at all because my champion's in quest, and that is true. I was doing some testing of her inside this quest. So let's go ahead and exit this quest. And now let's go back, and then we should be able to upgrade the relic. Now we should have that slot open. Yes, as rank up relic. And let me just show you what's needed. So you need specifically 2 tier 2 class alloys specifically for that class. As we see, we have 2. We also need 3 of the tier 3 alloys, and we have 4. The other thing you're going to need quite a good chunk of is gold, 750,000 gold to do this rank up. So we're going to be taking this thing up from 2 to 3. It says max slot levels are going to be increased to 30. We don't have it. Oh, that looks beautiful. We don't have it leveled up, so we're going to be upgrading the slots as well. So now we've had the upgraded slots from 20, and we're going to be seeing how those slots actually benefit now the champion. So let's go ahead and upgrade these, and we'll come back to look at these numbers. Okay, so now that we've had a chance to level up our slots all the way to 30, because we got that with the upgraded rank up, we're going to take a look at the percentage. Right now, just because it was fresh, 2.99 was the Fury buff potency. Now it's at 3.70, so just over 3%, 3.5%. And then we have our percentages here increased to 2.97, and if basically increases the damage dealt by to the opponents from all sources by 8.34% for 12 seconds. So let's go take this guy, this guy and girl, out for a swing. But look at the number. Oh my gosh, this thing went up to 875. Wow. Let's go take a look at what my new prestige is at now. Wow. Relic Prestige is at 558. With a total summoner prestige at 16,527. Whoa, that's a huge upgrade. I am definitely going to be focusing on ranking up these relics. Now let's go take a look actually before we start looking at what other options we can do. Let's take a look at what's needed to take a relic up to rank 4, basically maxing out a 5-star relic. It looks like tier 1 celestial alloyed, we need 2 of them. The tier 3s that I had, I need 4 of them now. And the tier 2 cosmics that I had, now we need 3. So it's going to be a journey basically to get these items. Oh, and some gold to get these items. But also don't forget, getting a relic awaken will also help in the rank ups of it. But I think there's a little bit more strategy involved when it comes to your prestige. I think the way I'm seeing this is, if possible, get more relics up to rank 2, rank 3. Get as many relics as you possibly can to improve your prestige. Because again, it's the total sum of your top 5 relics. But anyways, enough talk about prestige. Let's go out and actually test this champion inside the game, just to do a simple fight and just see if we can see some increased damages when it comes to the 5-star relic attached to Cersei. Now, we're not going to have a comparison because I didn't record the comparison, but we are going to have some noticeable damage fights. So let's take a look. This is a rank 3 Cersei. It's not a rank 4. Of course, I would love to have a rank 4. We should probably go ahead and work our way to a special 2. Yeah, let's go for a special 2 since we have the Furies up. We might want to switch it because she is critting like crazy. So we might want to switch it to a cruelty or precision. I think she has something in one of the runes for that. She's critting a lot more than I was expecting her to crit. So let's go with the special 2 for the Furies. We have 48,000 damage on a crit. We have 8 Furies. She's critting like crazy. We're gonna launch right now the Thor Relic. He comes in, he smashes those Furies. Wow, we're just doing some major damage here with those 8 Furies. Wow, she is. Now we have 15 Furies, 76,000 crit. Whoa, whether that's Cersei or the increased damage here, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Again, 18,000 crit. My goodness, guys, and I am not, to be honest, not a pro Cersei player. So if you are, you can definitely maximize that damage 2%, 15, finishing it off with a 15k crit. I was trying to get as many mediums in there as possible. Obviously, you're going to go medium to just to add her buff, and then those get converted. A minute and 20 seconds, 76 crit was the highest damage on it. Are you impressed with the attachment of the relic? I know it would have been better to do a side-by-side comparison, but with Cersei, there's a lot of RNG whether we get the perfect matchup. And I when I was doing my testing, it didn't feel like I was going to be able to line them up. But again, this relic can be attached to not just Cersei. I have it to her because that is the champion I was testing. And unfortunately, it costs so much to unbind a relic, which is at 100 units, and attach it to another champion, and then unbind to see where my relic is best used. I think ultimately I figured out my options of how I want to use my relics. I have a better understanding of that. And that is basically on champions that I'm using more. So the fact that I have it attached to Cersei, my highest relic right now, doesn't make sense. We might actually unbind it and actually go and look at other options to attach it to other champions. But for now, she is attached to the relic is attached to Cersei. I am still considering her as a potential rank 4. As you can see, she does a lot of damage in a very quick amount of time. Imagine this being a Battlegrounds fight, a minute and 20 seconds to take down just 500,000 health. The pools are not at 500,000 inside Battlegrounds. They are a lot less, so that fight would have taken a whole lot less time. That's why I am still very pleased with what the results are on Cersei. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? Stop by a live stream. Let's chat about the relics, because that is something that is a unknown conversation that we're having right now, where there's not much information besides the obvious, hey, this should work good with this champion because it makes sense. But as you can see right now, I think I do want to change something inside this relic, as we want to increase the precision potency up by 3.70% instead of the fury potency. So we'll see. Stop by a stream. We'll see how this, we can test more and just swap these runes back and forth and kind of get to see what's the highest damage we can deal. But guys, for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this rank up relic improvement of my own prestige. And I'll probably, if you decide to stop on a stream, share some more knowledge and information on kind of my mindset and thinking that I want to do when it comes to strategy regarding my relics. But guys, take care. Again, drop a like on the video. Appreciate it. Peace.